Hi, fourth graders. This is Heckman, and we're going to go ahead today and talk about how to add large numbers. I'm going to show you two ways to do it. The first is the standard algorithm, and an algorithm just means a certain set of steps that you can use to solve a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and erase what I have already because I've already done it once to practice, and we're going to go ahead and get started today. You might get a question like this. Find the sum of 74,051 and 38,540. And when that happens, they're asking you to find a sum or both numbers totaled together, and that's addition. So we're going to do that now, and I'm going to do it on a place value chart like this one. I'm just going to use black and a pen here, and we're going to go ahead and get writing. So one of the first rules of the algorithm is that you have to add up ones with ones and tens with tens and hundreds with hundreds. So I have to put each digit in its place value. This 1 is worth 1 1. This 5 is worth 5 tens or 50. There's no hundreds. There are 4 thousands, and there's 7 10,000s. I can even put my commas in here to make it easier to read. Then I've got 38,000. So I'm lining those up in the correct place value, 540. So I'm going to go ahead and add those together. I like to do a nice long line and an addition sign. So I know I'm adding. And then I like to put my answer down here, and we're going to do that now. The algorithm also has us start with the ones place value, the lowest place value. So we're going to add 0 and 1 together. I know how to do that. 0 plus 1 is 1. If I have 4 tens and 5 tens, that makes 9 tens altogether. And if I have 5 hundreds and no hundreds, I only have 5 hundreds. Here in the thousands, it gets a little trickier because we've got 4 and 8. And the problem with that is that if I added those up, I would get 12. And your brain might be going, that's not quite right. Alert, alert, alert. We cannot have two place values in one place value, or two digits in one place value. So we can't actually have 12,000s here. When we get a 10,000 like this, we regroup it and we put it in the 10,000s where it belongs. So I'm going to back this up, and instead of writing 12 like that, I'm going to regroup right here along the bottom with a 1, and I'm going to leave the 2 in the thousands. It kind of looks like a 12 if you look at it sideways like that. 12 thousands. Some people like to regroup at the top. You can do that if you want to, but I sometimes forget if it's on the top, so I like to put it at the bottom. Now we've got 7 and 3, that makes a 10, and 1 more is 11. And your brain, again, should be going, alert, alert, alert. I can't have two digits in one place value, so we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to leave 1 here and regroup the other 1. Now there's nothing up here. This is the same as 0 and 0. So there's only 1 over here in the 100,000s, so we end up with 100,000. Altogether, that's 112,591. And that's with the standard algorithm. Another way to do this is with dots, and we can draw a picture instead to show what we mean. So let's do the same problem, but let's use dots. And let's start with red. I'm going to make them a little bigger. We're going to do this first number in red. So we have 1, 1. I'm going to put 1 dot. We have 5 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have 0 hundreds and 4 thousands, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7 10,000s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is a nice halfway, so I'm going to put the other 2 down here, so it's 5 and 2. I'm going to change colors and put the other part of the sum here. It's called an addend, and we're going to put the other addend down below. I'm going to do blue. We've got no ones, but 4 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hundreds. And we've got 8. Ooh, that's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 thousands. And finally, 3 right here in the 10,000s. 1, 2, 3. So now I'm just going to go ahead and put these dots all together. And since blue and red make purple, I'm going to go ahead and do this with a purple pen. So all together in the ones place, I've got 1 dot. I can do it in numbers and dots. Here, I have 9 dots. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hundreds. And then again, here is where things get trickier. I'm going to make my pen a little bit smaller, but I have more than 10,000. So what I need to do is circle up 10 of these. The top 2 rows make 10 because they're a 5 and a 5, and I'm going to regroup it. 10,000s makes 1 10,000. That gives me just 2 dots left in the thousand spot. And it gives me here again more than 10, just like before. So I'm going to circle the 10. A 5 and a 5 makes a 10, and regroup it into the hundred thousands place. Oops, that's a 1. I'm just going to put a dot and stick with the dots for now. I want to be as consistent as possible, so I'm using dots. So now I've got 1 10,000 and 100,000. If you look at our numbers, we still got the same sum, 112,591, and our answer is also here in dots. So those are 2 strategies for how to add large numbers. Good luck, and I hope you have fun with today's lesson. Bye.